I just wanted to say a few words about the Wales Centre for Public Policy and the work that we've been doing to set the context and to explain, I suppose, or make sense of why we're working with Kaleidoscope to bring this event together. So for those of you that don't know us, the Wales Centre for Public Policy is an evidence centre based at Cardiff University. We work with Welsh Government and public services across Wales to understand evidence needs and to support Welsh Government and public services to access and apply the best world-leading evidence in their decision-making in policy and in service design and delivery. We have been doing work on loneliness since around 2018, and some of you may remember that we were organising an event which was going to be held in March 2020. And the aim of that event really was to bring together particularly public services across Wales to understand the challenge of loneliness from various perspectives and different geographies and for different groups within our communities. And very sadly, because of the coronavirus pandemic, we had to cancel that event. And life has changed quite a lot since then. And a lot of us have still carried on working in and being concerned with loneliness in usual ways and in new ways. Almost immediately after at the beginning of the pandemic, we started to do some work as a centre around the role of technology. And there had been debate about the role of technology in supporting people experiencing loneliness. And we felt that this was going to become something that we needed to think more and more about through the pandemic. And we've been working with colleagues and with experts across the UK and beyond on questions about how we use loneliness, how we think about what loneliness enables us to do, what types of connections does it help us to facilitate. And we're very, very aware of all of the work in Wales on that subject. We've also all, I think, experienced an amazing response from our communities across Wales and across the UK and in every other country and locality. And again, many of us have been thinking about how that response has been enabled, how we can sustain that response, what's worked about that, what we need to do to support it, what needs to be done differently. And again, the Centre's been doing some work and published some work on the community response to loneliness. And we've done that work in collaboration, in partnership with yourselves and others who have also been concerned with those kinds of questions. And we've also been recognising, I think, as a community, that the pandemic has exacerbated vulnerabilities for lots of people and at the same time has generated new vulnerabilities at different times. And we've been doing some work to think about how we understand loneliness from an intersectional perspective. So how different groups with combined vulnerabilities to loneliness, what kinds of risks they face, and thinking about how we mitigate those risks through policy and through public service. And again, that's something that all of you are concerned with all of the time. And so we felt that the time was right, really, to bring this conversation together because it's stuff that we're all talking about, and perhaps we can talk about that together. I think we do, and we are as much as possible. And it felt like that we needed that opportunity to bring the conversation together. So that's why we've convened this. That's why we're hoping that this will be of use to all of us, to help us all think through what loneliness is like, how we experience it as communities, what we can do about it, and perhaps in particular, the role of technology, the role of communities, and the need to understand vulnerabilities